Welcome back to Alpha Recap. I'm Brittany, here with Avery to walk through the biggest market moves from today. Markets closed mixed, and we had a lot to unpack across energy, consumer, healthcare, and microcaps. As always, if you have questions, you can reach us at stockalpha.ai.
Thanks for having me. I dug into the briefs. Lots of strategic moves packed into one day.
Let's kick off with the energy story. Lithium opened a new office in Santiago, Chile. Avery, why does that matter beyond a ribbon cutting?
What really stands out here is that Chile isn't just any market. It's a regional renewables hub. By opening in Santiago, Lithium shortened sales cycles, improved local relationships, and set itself up to compete for battery storage and microgrid projects.
Shortened sales cycles, meaning they can move from pitch to contract faster because they're on the ground?
Exactly. Local presence matters in project-driven industries. Regulators, utilities, and big engineering partners prefer vendors who understand the market and can respond quickly. That often translates into winning tenders.
And the market signal here was pretty explicit. Regional expansion often precedes project awards, right?
Right. If Lithium follows the move with contract wins, we could see visible revenue flow through over the next 6 to 18 months. Watch Chilean tenders and any press releases naming partners or project values.
Okay, so the headline isn't revenue today, but it's a structural setup that could pay off later.
And remember, energy storage is capital intensive. A local footprint helps capture procurement cycles and subsidy windows. That's been a theme we've seen all year.
Shifting gears, the consumer space had a big research call-out today. Future Market Insights projected the natural cosmetics market would hit about $96.4 billion by 2036. That's a massive number.
Huge. I mean, when you step back and look at this, that kind of projection signals durable, structural demand for clean beauty and plant-based formulations.
So how should investors interpret a projection like that? Is it just PR fluff or actionable?
It's directional but useful. Expect more R&D spend on plant-based ingredients, premium pricing for niche brands, and likely more M&A activity. Large personal care players and private equity are going to chase that growth and sustainability cachet.
We also had product PRs that reinforced demand today. CNN underscored called a premium floor cleaner worth the hype, and a sports tech product launched on Kickstarter tied to the World Baseball Classic.
Right, and those PRs matter. Positive reviews and timed marketing, like launching around a big sports event, can drive fast demand. But investors should watch for retailer listings and concrete sales data, not just press.
So PR is an early signal, but follow-through is liquidity or sales.
Yeah, absolutely. PR can accelerate awareness, but the conversion into sales, distribution deals, or acquisition offers is what actually moves revenue.
On healthcare, two stories stood out. A governance move at Medical Knowledge Group and a patient engagement launch by Patient Care America called Kidney Life. Walk me through the implications.
The MKG board appointment signals a governance-level commitment to AI and analytics-driven drug commercialization. It's strategic, an execution step, but not an immediate revenue catalyst. Patient Care America's Kidney Life was timed to World Kidney Day and could improve engagement if it converts community activity into retention or paid services.
So both moves point to a theme: digital-first commercialization in specialty healthcare.
Exactly. These companies are investing in analytics and engagement tools to monetize patient relationships and speed commercialization. The next things to watch are measurable outcomes: contracts, membership numbers, reimbursements that turn strategy into dollars.
Quick check-in. I want to toss out a few quick consumer beats we saw today. The premium cleaner endorsement, the Kickstarter launch tied to baseball, and a creative agency winning industry honors. Small wins, but they add up.
Totally. These are the kinds of PR and award wins that can translate into client wins or retail rollouts for the brands they support.
Short reactions,
Nice signaling.
big for niche brands. Now let's talk microcap momentum. One thinly capitalized name jumped about 2.9% to $2.13 on roughly 180 million shares traded. That was one of the day's biggest volume names.
Heavy volume like that confirms participation. For momentum traders, follow-through volume in the next session will decide whether this was a sustained move or just a short squeeze or mean reversion setup.
And this is where risk management comes in. Size discipline, stop losses, the whole toolkit.
Exactly. Microcap flows can distort sentiment in pockets. That can feel exciting, but it's also where people lose money fast.
Got it. Quick governance and analyst notes. TD Cowen reiterated its rating on the Home Depot, focusing on pro customers. And a company president sold $45,000 of stock. What did you make of those signals?
When an analyst reiterates coverage, it tends to lower headline risk in the short term and steers investors to execution metrics rather than noise. The insider sale is modest, $45,000, and not a standalone sell signal. But it's data investors track for confidence levels.
So, pattern recognition. Analyst support plus small insider moves equals a market that's split between strategic long-term bets and near-term event risk.
Yep, investors should separate structural thesis from one-off insider noise.
Let's connect some dots. What were the overlapping themes you saw across today's briefs?
3 big themes. 1. Localizing energy infrastructure. Lithium in Chile fits that trend. 2. Digital-first healthcare commercialization. MKG and Kidney Life both point to monetizing data and engagement. 3. Premium consumer demand. The natural cosmetics forecast plus product endorsements suggest consumers will pay for credibility-backed products.
And PR as a market signal? Treat it as directional, but wait for metrics.
Exactly. Follow-up data like contract awards, Kickstarter funding pace, retail rollouts, or membership metrics are what convert PR into investable outcomes.
Before we wrap, a few things to watch tomorrow based on today's briefs.
For Lithium, any contract announcements or partner names out of Chile. For the microcap, follow-through volume and price action. For that Kickstarter, funding pace and backer count. Early traction matters. For MKG and Patient Care America, partnership or membership metrics. And for Clean Beauty, any M&A chatter or retailer listings.
Solid checklist. 2 short reactions.
Watch the volume.
Demand the follow-through. All right, let's close with clear takeaways. Avery?
Number 1, Lithium's Chile office was a strategic move, not just PR. It could lead to contract wins in 6 to 18 months. Number 2, the natural cosmetics projection to about $96.4 billion by 2036 validates long-term demand for clean beauty and will drive R&D, premium positioning, and likely more M&A. Number 3, digital engagement in healthcare is moving from idea to execution. Watch for measurable outcomes. And lastly, microcap moves need strict risk management. Heavy volume matters, but follow-through decides everything.
Perfect. If you want a short checklist, watch contract announcements from Lithium, follow-through volume on that microcap, Kickstarter funding pace for the sports tech product, and membership or partnership metrics from the healthcare names.
Yep. And treat PR as directional. Demand the data before you commit capital.
Thanks so much for breaking that down, Avery. Quick reminder before we sign off. If you have questions about anything we covered today, head to stockalpha.ai, where you can ask us directly and we'll answer live. For more market analysis and insights, visit stockalpha.ai. See you next time on Alpha Recap.